speed, ecology, fuel savings. There are a few basic characteristics that engines, boilers, and turbines that use gas, diesel, and heavy oil should have. XP Lab is the leader in development of fuel additives. Xp3 Extra Power, the most advanced technology in existence today. Xp3 is a combination of synthetic resins and organic compounds that reduces fuel consumption, disperses the existing water in the fuel, keeps the injectors clean, greatly reduces fumes and emissions, has a detergent and antioxidant effect that reduces corrosion problems, reduces maintenance costs, and increases the life of engines and machines. But shouldn't all the other products sold in the market do the same as Xp3? To prove the efficiency of Xp3, we have developed a test using diesel fuel number 2. Xp3 will achieve the same results when used with gasoline and heavy fuels. It is widely known that water in the fuel reduces combustion efficiency. Most of the fuel additives claim they disperse water. We have prepared a test to show the additive's dispersion capacity. To conduct this test, we will use a water-finding paste. When in contact with water, the color changes. In this test, we will use Xp3 and 2 well-known products. After shaking them, we notice immediately that the additives on the left and on the right show a water separation, whereas Xp3 dispersed the water entirely. To best prove the water's dispersion effect of the additives, we introduce a Q-tip with water-finding paste into the bottles. We notice that none of the other 2 products accomplishes their goal. Now, as we can see, the Q-tip introduced into the bottle containing Xp3 did not change the paste color, proving that the water has been totally dispersed. Now we will see what happens to the additives when applied to diesel and water. Water is contained in the fuel tanks by condensation. Although this phenomenon cannot be avoided, it can be corrected. In this test, we will add approximately 1 cubic centimeter of water to the fuel. After shaking the tubes, we immediately notice how the water is trapped in the bottom, stuck to the walls, and emulsified in the fuel. We add now the additives. Once the mix has been shaken, we can see that in the case of the other additives, the water has not been dispersed in the fuel. Whereas in the mixture that contains Xp3, it is clear and transparent, a result of the total dispersion of the water and fuel. In order to prove it, we will once again use a Q-tip with water-finding paste. There is a clear difference. A more homogenized diesel, more fuel, more efficient. Xp3 produces a perfect water dispersion even when added to other mixtures that had previously been mixed with other additives. All additives claim they clean and decarbonize the fuel injectors and nozzles that get clogged by the gum and varnish residue buildups. In this test, we will add sulfuric acid to the diesel fuel to accelerate the separation and buildup of gums and varnishes. This is how injectors in the injection system normally look when they start clogging. Now let's see what happens when we add the additives. After mixing them for approximately 1 minute, we can see that the tube with Xp3 is totally clear, whereas the other one did not improve at all. The power of Xp3 is such that it will remove all residues left from the other additives. This test will show the ecological characteristics of the additives. Most fuel additives claim to be ecological and to reduce pollution. With this experiment, we again notice how Xp3 is the only one that burns with a clear flame and without smoke. In fact, when Xp3 is added to the burning fuel, we can clearly see that the flame is stabilized and smoke disappears.
I just love the performance and extra power, and I'm saving money on every tank.
When I started using Xp3 in my 2001 Lexus, I noticed it had more pep than it ever had. So it's easier and smoother to accelerate.
My diesel truck was performing poorly after 30,000 miles. I added Xp3 and noticed a major power difference within the first tank. No more black smoke and acceleration.
My first tank mileage was the same, but the performance was increased. After that, I got better mileage with every tank.
Before using Xp3, my car would stall out on cooler, humid days. But within 3 days of using Xp3, that stopped.
This is a win-win business. We are averaging over 18% savings on both of our vehicles' gas costs, and they're both running way smoother.
I'm getting over 80 extra miles per tank of gas using Xp3.
By the third tank full, I had gone from 19 to 25 miles per gallon.
I'm averaging over 400 miles per tank.
My mileage has increased from 18 to 23 miles per gallon.
I went from 12.8 miles per gallon on my Ford pickup to 17.2 after 6 tanks of gas.
My mileage had increased over 16%.
When I put in Xp3, I went to 49 miles per gallon.
I drive over 16,000 miles a month. Performance and fuel are fundamental in this business. I'm on my 3rd month and I'm saving over 15% on fuel.
XP Lab is a company that has achieved leadership and a reputable name thanks to great technical support and personal service. Above all, Xp3 keeps its promise.